We are in an era where lifelong learning is tremendously valued and needed. So it's the changing nature of work, the increase in demand for certain skills, the higher level of activity that's happening that is leading some employers to, for instance, shift their preference for a given role from an associate degree to a bachelor's degree, or a master's degree plus some type of certification. And that's important to remember. It's no longer you get a terminal credential and you are set.
There certainly are still places where you absolutely want a degree from a certain institution even, but for others a certificate or a credential might be appropriate. So the employer has to really define what they need from a role standpoint and then do some investigation to determine what are the appropriate qualifications. Is it a degree? Is it a credential? Is it a certificate? Or is it a combination of those things?
What's interesting is direct experience with a given educational program, with a given educational institution, is really the thing that drives what credentials are valued and what credentials are not. So if an employer knows that a given college has the best program in a specialized area, even if it's a school that no one outside of a small region has ever heard of, they will try to go back and get the most talent that they can from that program.
When the economy is booming, as it is today, employers are going to get much more creative about what they'll consider and what they'll take a look at. When the economy's not booming and we can be much more selective, it'll be interesting to see what happens with these micro degrees, boot camps, nano degrees. There are things that were trendy 20 years ago that are trendy today and will be trendy 20 years from now. So the educational institutions that can provide the backgrounds where people can think creatively, think innovatively, problem solve, will be valuable to employers.
What's starting to change all this, very importantly, is the use of data, is the ability to see in platforms like LinkedIn endorsements and reputation and different dynamics under the surface beyond just the headline reputation of a school or a degree. And that's what makes this a very dynamic time where what employers are doing is changing, how consumers and students go about searching for an educational credential is changing, and how colleges and universities offer credentials is changing.